Chapter 32. Hazel. The Amazon jail was at the top of a storage aisle, 60 feet in the air. Kinsey led her up 3 different ladders to a metal catwalk, then tied Hazel's hands loosely behind her back and pushed her along past crates of jewelry. 100 feet ahead, under the harsh glow of fluorescent lights, a row of chain-link cages hung suspended from cables. Percy and Frank were in 2 of the cages, talking to each other in hushed tones. Next to them on the catwalk, 3 bored-looking Amazon guards leaned against their spears and gazed at the little black tablets in their hands like they were reading. Hazel thought the tablets looked too thin for books. Then it occurred to her that they might be some sort of tiny, what did modern people call them? Laptop computers? Secret Amazon technology, probably. Hazel found the idea almost as unsettling as battle forklifts downstairs. "Get moving, girl," Kinsey ordered, loud enough for the guards to hear. She prodded Hazel in the back with her sword. Hazel walked as slowly as she could, but her mind was racing. She needed to come up with a brilliant rescue plan. So far, she had nothing. Kinsey had made sure she could break her bonds easily, but she'd still be empty-handed against 3 trained warriors, and she had to act before they put her in a cage. She passed a pallet of crates marked 24-karat blue topaz rings, then another labeled silver friendship bracelets. An electronic display next to the friendship bracelets read, "People who bought this item also bought Garden Gnome Solar Patio Light and Flaming Spear of Death. Buy all 3 and save 12%. Hazel froze. Gods of Olympus, she was stupid! Silver? Topaz? She sat out her senses, searching for precious metals, and her brain almost exploded from feedback. She was standing next to a 6-story tall mountain of jewelry. But in front of her, from here to the guards, was nothing but prison cages. "What is it?" Kinsey hissed. "Keep moving! They'll get suspicious!" "Make 'em come here," Hazel muttered over her shoulder. "Why? Please?" The guards frowned in their direction. "What are you staring at?" Kinsey yelled at them. "Here's a 3rd prisoner! Come get her!" The nearest guard set down her reading tablet. "Why can't you walk 30 paces, Kinsey?" Because... Oof! Hazel fell to her knees and tried to put on her best seasick face. "I'm feeling nauseous. Can't walk. Amazon's too scary." "There you go," Kinsey told the guards. "Now, are you gonna come take the prisoner, or should I tell Queen Hylia you're not doing your duty?" The nearest guard rolled her eyes and trudged over. Hazel had hoped the other 2 guards would come too, but she'd have to worry about that later. The first guard grabbed Hazel's arm. "Fine, I'll take custody of the prisoner, but I or you, Kinsey, I wouldn't worry about Hylia. She won't be queen much longer." "We'll see, Doris." Kinsey turned to leave. Hazel waited until her steps receded down the catwalk. The guard Doris pulled on Hazel's arm. "Well, come on." Hazel concentrated on the wall of jewelry next to her. 40 large boxes of silver bracelets. "Not feeling so good." "You're not throwing up on me," Doris growled. She tried to yank Hazel to her feet, but Hazel went limp, like a kid throwing a fit in a store. Next to her, the boxes began to tremble. "Lulu!" Doris yelled to her other comrades. "Come help me with this little lame girl." Amazons named Doris and Lulu, Hazel thought. Okay. The second guard jogged over. Hazel figured this was her best chance. Before they could haul her to her feet, she yelled, "Ugh!" and flattened herself against the catwalk. Doris started to say, "Oh, give me a..." Then the entire pallet of jewelry exploded with a sound like 1,000 slot machines hitting the jackpot. A tidal wave of silver friendship bracelets poured across the catwalk, washing over Doris and Lulu, washing them right over the railing. They would have fallen to their deaths, but Hazel wasn't that mean. She summoned a few hundred bracelets, which leapt at the guards and lashed around their ankles, leaving them hanging upside down from the bottom of the catwalk, screaming like lame little girls. Hazel turned towards the 3rd guard. She broke her bonds, which were about as sturdy as toilet paper. She picked up one of the fallen guard's spears. She was terrible with spears, but she hoped the Amazon didn't know that. "Should I kill you from here?" Hazel snarled. "Or are you going to make me come over there?" The guard turned and ran. Hazel shouted down over to Lois and Lulu. "Amazon cards! Pass them up unless you want me to undo those friendship bracelets and let you drop." 4.5 seconds later, Hazel had 2 Amazon cards. She raced over to the cages and swiped a card. The doors popped open. Frank stared at her in astonishment. "Hazel, that was amazing!" Percy nodded. "I will never wear jewelry again. Except this." Hazel tossed him his necklace. "Our weapons and supplies are at the end of the catwalk. We should hurry. Pretty soon." Alarms began to wail throughout the cavern. "Yeah," she said. "That'll happen. Let's go."